So January is traditionally not a great month for new movies. A lot of stuff gets dumped into the month, but I gotta tell you, we've had a pretty good January. We've had a couple that I've liked, and there's another one this last week of January that I really like quite a bit. Hey everybody, I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, and today let's talk about Sam Raimi's Send Help.
Check this out.
I'm Linda Little. I want to be the next
Are there any others? Have you tried making a distress signal? Or a bigger fire? Getting us out of here should be your focus, not being Susie Homemaker.
You do know you would have died out there.
Yeah, how do you think that would have worked out for you?
Director Sam Raimi returns with an R-rated movie called Send Help. Basically, it's the story of a woman, played by Rachel McAdams. She is an office drone. She's great with numbers, but she's very awkward and doesn't have a lot of friends at work. And her boss, the son of the guy that founded the company, well, he's taken over and he's basically wants to kick her to the curb. That's Dylan O'Brien playing the boss, and he is so arrogant, so full of himself, and he's very easy to hate, but don't worry, things are going to get difficult for him. It's going to be a lot of fun. So they're both on a private airplane heading out to this big business meeting when suddenly disaster strikes and the plane goes down. Everybody on the plane is killed except for this young woman and her boss. They wash up on shore of this private island, and you know what? She is very good at survival things because she's always wanted to be on the TV show Survivor. And he's not. He's just this corporate daddy's boy, and he's kind of messed up his, he's kind of hurt. So it's up to her to keep him alive. And suddenly the power dynamic changes between these two. That's a lot of fun. So in the office, Rachel McAdams' character is just mousy. She's awkward. She's the butt of all the jokes. But on the island, she's the only one keeping this guy alive. She's the one in charge. And it's kind of interesting watching the power structure change here because suddenly she's the alpha and he is most definitely the beta. He doesn't know it. He keeps saying, I'm your boss. I'm going to fire you. And she's like, we're on this island. I'm the one keeping you alive. You're not firing me at all. I'm the one that's in charge here. I am the captain now here. It's a lot of fun. And I'll tell you the interesting thing there is, she is the person who we obviously root for at the beginning of this story. But towards the end, she's almost as ruthless and as cutthroat and as evil as the guy is. So like I said right at the top, this is a Sam Raimi movie. And the guy made his bones making films like the Evil Dead series, also Spider-Man. But he's mostly known for making these early horror films that were a lot of fun. They were as much about, comedy and gross out blood splatter as they were about the scares here. He was very good at that. I think he's still very good at this. This is him kind of returning to form, and it's a lot of fun watching this director lean into his horror roots beginnings. I thought it was a lot of fun. It is gross. It is very blood splattery. There's a lot of stuff that happens here. You will squirm, but you will also scream, and you will laugh a lot. I thought this was very funny. I think Dylan O'Brien is pretty good playing the boss who's the arrogant jerk, but ultimately is going to get turned into a kind of a victim here. But you know what? This movie is about Rachel McAdams, and she is having a blast here, and she's very good. She's playing one of those characters that I generally hate. She's the woman who's dowdy and frumpy, and you never really believe it. You can tell that there's a gorgeous actress underneath all that bad makeup here. But here she's so awkward that it's easy to understand why she's off-putting to her co-workers. And then she gets on the island and she just blooms and she finds her power and she's having a blast here. I think she's the reason to see this. This is interesting. It reminds me a little bit of The Housemaid, where we had two ladies just going for it. And stuff in the movies, not a particularly great story, that one or this one, but because of an actress completely committed to this role, it just ends up being a lot of fun. It's easy to cheer for her. It's also easy to go, whoa, calm your horses there. So I think Rachel McAdams is the reason to see this movie. She is great. And look, I do like the plot twists, and I do like the production design of this movie. It's interesting. It's really a two-hander, so there's not that much to do, but they're on this beautiful island. and it's deserted, or is it? What's going on here? I think there's some interesting twists of this, and then finding how far she will go to maintain this lifestyle, because she loves being in charge. She never wants to go, and that's obviously going to be a problem here. I think the plot twists are great. I think I'm not going to say it's scary. It's more thriller than horror here, but there are some gruesome and gross things that happen here that will certainly make you wince, make you scream here and there. I thought it just worked it's firing on all cylinders, and it's nice to see Sam Raimi back. He's obviously making a film that's kind of in his wheelhouse. He loves it. I had a blast too. I give Send Help 3 very fun stars out of 4. You know, this was kind of a sneak preview. Sometimes on occasion they will do an early access screening or something like that, and this was just available to the general public to see last Saturday. That is a good sign, because the studio knows they've got a winner and their audience scores are through the roof, because they're not going to show it to people and then give them a week to badmouth it to their friends. Instead, this one, see it with a bunch of friends here. See it to just have a fun night at the movies. I think this is exactly what Hollywood needs to make more of, these type movies, because it gets people excited about going to the movies and just having a good time. Like I said, I had a lot of fun. Maybe I'm a little too effusive in my praise of this, but I think audiences will love it a lot. But that's me. What did you think? Feel free to comment below. And then, of course, like we always say, subscribe to the channel so you can get all of my movie reviews just as soon as they come out. And, of course, subscribe to the podcast. My friend Joe Fryer and I get together every week and we chat about all the big new movies. Just search for 2 Movie Guys. That's the number 2 Movie Guys, wherever you get your podcasts. Okay, that is the big film out this week, and I think that's going to do it very well. There are several movies out this week, though, and it's kind of an interesting collection here, including coming up next, we will talk about a film that is the Academy Award-winning animated movie called Arco. We'll see you then. Bye.